Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Welcome to another episode of Action Video Game Talk. I'm your host, Scott Action Jackson. Thanks for joining me today, or tonight, or whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. Once again, I have a list of news articles to go through, so let's hop right into it. Next in line for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Crossovers is Devil May Cry. Community specialist Yui Javo revealed the new feline palico gear on the Capcom blog, which includes Dente's jacket and Alistar's sword. This particular crossover coincides with the additional Devil May Cry news from Capcom, specifically the announcement of two remastered Devil May Cry titles made for current-gen consoles. Dente's costume is not the first crossover revealed for the upcoming Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which arrives in North America, Europe, and Australia in early 2015. Previously announced crossovers include Sonic the Hedgehog, Chun-Li, Blanca, two Metroid-themed costumes, and several others. So this was the second, more recent announcement of crossover stuff for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. This one you get the Dente's jacket and sword for your little feline gear stuff. And of course it's just joined the other stuff that's been announced, along with the Sonic the Hedgehog stuff, Chun-Li, Blanca, Metroid stuff, Link, and you know what? Between now and when it comes out, they could announce quite a few more. If you are a console modder who have been considering playing Destiny, you might want to think again. Bungie has revealed a number of Destiny players have been banned for playing the game on modded consoles. Though the report didn't specify what exactly these players were hoping to achieve through modding, it does ensure they will continue to drop the BanHammer on anyone who dares play on a modded machine. We routinely review BanHammer actions to ensure that they are applied accurately and fairly. A review of the bans applied over the last week shows that all the affected accounts had logged into Destiny on a modified console at some point. Bungie attributed its above quote to the shadowy forces who protect the world of Destiny from shadowy activities. And while the developer is having a bit of fun with the announcement, the bans are the real deal. Bungie also assures players that as long as you play on the boxes that your favorite retailer gave you, you're going to be just fine. Now this is something that should be done to any and all games. If you can detect that a system has been modified in any way whatsoever, you should have a ban going on, especially if you're going online to play with and against people. Because with a modified machine, you can screw with the system. I mean, you can give yourself unlimited ammo, more or less unlimited armor to stay up. So how is that really fair to anybody else who plays? So I'm glad to hear that they're doing this stuff. Now I do know that there is some modded machines out there, and not all of them are modded to be able to cheat this game systems like this. Well, to cheat the games like this. I mean, some modded machines are just modded on the outside, not really the inside to like show off their favorite fandom. I know recently I saw an Xbox 360 that was modified like a TARDIS. Something like this, like I said, is something that should be happening all the time to games like this. I know I have seen videos online where players have unlimited ammo, and they actually show it on display for people to watch. No doubt people like this deserves to be banned, but on the other side, cheating has been part of video gaming for a while now. It depends on what the modification is to the system. And what they say here about as long as you play on the boxes that your favorite retailer gave you, you'll be just fine. So as long as you're playing Destiny with a normal system that has not been modified, changed, or altered in any way, so like if you got one playing on one that you just opened up and haven't done anything to except for move around to the side, standing up, or stuff like that, you'll be just fine. Rockstar is finally giving more detail about the long-awaited Grand Theft Auto Online Heists. But if you're hoping for a release date, we're going to pop that bubble right now. they aren't going to be available until early 2015. Rockstar has shared details with IGN about how Heist will work in multiplayer setting. Players will be able to join with 3 friends to plan and execute multi-tiered missions. You'll all need to be at least level rank 12, and the leader needs a high-end apartment so you have room to plan. The execution for the boss seems complex, as Lester will only contact the leader. From there, you'll need to rally the team and handle the nuisance details, including assigning cuts to each player. If you're a member of the crew, you'll get cash up front. If you're the leader, you don't get paid until the entire chain of jobs is complete. Grand Theft Auto V will launch with 5 different heists consisting of a total of 20 different pieces. Rockstar pegs the added gameplay time at about 20 hours, but suggests that there is room for extensive replay. The good news? We're finally getting closer to getting heists in Grand Theft Auto Online. The bad news? It only says early 2015. So let's hope Rockstar doesn't screw us over again. And meanwhile, it does give some detail here about, well, how to do the heists and how to figure out for them. So you do have to be at least rank level 12. Well, level 12, rank, whatever. Your leader has to have a high-end apartment. So, probably one of those expensive ones that you can purchase. It seems like it shows here, Lester will only contact the leader as far as some of the details and stuff. It says that there will be 5 different heists, so 20 different pieces to put together if you want to try and do all the heists. And it will have apparently replayability. Rockstar pegs it in and with an additional gameplay time of about 20 hours. Now, the heist has been something that they should have had since the beginning of Grand Theft Auto Online, but no, they didn't. They had to work on so many freaking bugs and issues that there were, yet there is still quite a few problems going on with online. Mostly involves higher level players going around and shooting lower level players. And you can't do your own personal private mode, which is a bunch of bullshit. And may cause a bit of an issue when players are trying to escape the police from their heists. It's like, oh, look, we're almost clear. Guess another player runs you over and blows you up with a tank or something. Oh yeah, like that's really fair. LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham's pantheon of DC Comics characters is expanding again. This time, they look to the future. The new add-on features characters from Batman Beyond, a series set in the not-too-distant future. Bruce Wayne has aged and retired, taking Terry McGinnis under his wing. The new Batsuit can fly, turn invisible, and there are even more toys available to take down bad guys. The pack comes with Batman Beyond, elderly Bruce Wayne, Ace the dog, Inique, Blight, Mr. Freeze, or at least his head, the Joker, and Bonk, a big frig Joker goon. The Batman Beyond pack is available on Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PC. This bundle is not part of the Season Pass and is available individually for $1.99. So one major thing to note here, this pack is not part of the Season Pass. You do have to buy it separately. So with this Batman Beyond pack, you do have, some of the stuff from the Batman Beyond series, and apparently from the movie. The Batman Beyond character, you have the elder Bruce Wayne, Ace, who was the dog that more or less tries to watch over Bruce Wayne, Inique, I don't know if I got this name right or not, but sorry, Blight, which was the major bad guy from the Batman Beyond series, Mr. Freeze, well, it says here it's his head, so I guess it's his head that attaches to some kind of body. The Joker, who I'm guessing it's from the Batman Beyond movie, oh shoot, I forgot the name of it. It's probably called Return of Joker or something like that. And then there's this Bonk character, which no, it's not going to be the Bonk from the old TurboGrafx game, although at this point it might as well be. So yeah, there's a few good characters that you have in here, and apparently it's going to have some more toys for you to play with too, as far as weapons and stuff. If you're a fan of not only the original Batman, but a fan of the Batman Beyond series, you should pick this up and give it a shot. Activision has revealed 2 all-new elements for Skylanders Trap Team. The 2 new elements, Light and Dark, will be available in expansion packs, first at Toys R Us from December 21st. Also unveiled is the new Trap Masters, Nightmare and Nightlight, both protectors of Skylands before being sent away and sealed off in other realms, who will be available in the 2 new expansion packs, along with a trap for each element. Each pack will retail for $29.99. Fans will now be able to explore new environments and access new areas that may have been previously locked out. Activision also notes that never-before-seen Doom Raiders, Villains Lumerous, and Nightshade, elite members of Chaos' army, will be roaming and ready to capture. So now, Skylanders Trap Team is getting expansion packs. In this case, it's going to be in the form of Light and Dark. And they're also doing it by way of their little Trapmaster figures, Nightmare and Nightlight, which apparently can help you trap some of these other bad guys that are being introduced to, along with some new environments and areas that have been previously locked out. It's additional content for the Skylanders Trap Team game, along with additional, I guess, 2 additional figures. So, if you're into the Skylanders stuff, you could probably go out and get this whenever. Actually, it's coming out. It's going to be out first at Toys R Us on December 21st. So, I'm guessing Toys R Us is going to get busy really fast. Well, that's it for this episode of Action Video Game Talk. Once again, thanks for joining me today, or tonight, or whenever you're watching or listening to this episode. Later on, I'll have the separate clips up if you want to check those out. Down below, I'll have the Facebook link if you want to check out that. Check out the Facebook page for Action Video Game Talk. Until next time, bye.